What's up, guys? Let me know when you get in here. I know I'm sorry I'm late. I've been at the doctor. Things have been pretty insane lately. I apologize, guys, for that. Um, we're I don't even have my projections up on here. We're gonna be going off Line Stars projections. So let's get into it. As soon as everybody gets in here, just trying to give everybody a couple minutes. How you doing, 8? Can you hear me all right? Man, it's been insane. I was ordering a pizza, driving home, get the family fed, and wild night. Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, you're the only one here, but we're gonna hop into it because I'm already behind. Starting off at the point guard position, Nimhard is available to play today. Just got that on my phone. Set my phone up here so when those come across, I see them. Jalen Brunson looks solid. I don't mind Brunts at all. While we're going through these, I may manually adjust some of them. I think Brunson's fine since I couldn't get my projections up. Garland looks great. He was core yesterday. Absolutely crushed. Don't mind Garland at all. Kyle Lowry, I don't like here. He's okay, but I'm not projecting him like they are. I'm moving him down a lot. I mean, he done great against the Clippers, but, that's not Kyle Lowry. I'm going to project him for 20.98. I think that's fair. Steven Castle's fine. I just don't think he has the upside. I'm going to have him because he's 3,900, but I don't think he has the upside to really win you a tournament tonight. Westbrook's price finally crept to where it should be, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to move him down just a single point, but I'm totally okay having plenty of them. Maxi's always good. Never mind rostering Maxi. I think he's totally fine. Fred VanVleet this year, I don't know what the deal is with him, but man, he's been rough this year. The matchup ain't terrible, but he just hasn't had that ceiling that I'm looking for out of him. Luka's fine. Great matchup for Luka. I like his upside tonight. If you're paying up, I think Luka's a solid option. Fox is okay. I'm not in love with him, but it's just because of all the mouths they have to feed on that team. But it's a great matchup. D'Lo, he's probable. Don't mind D'Lo at all. Played him on DK last night. He done well for me. Kevin Porter's just kind of Derek White, perfectly fine. Core piece for me tonight is going to be Jason Tatum more than likely. But last night I had Derek White and I keep saying last night, not before last. I had Derek White and Jason Tatum in the same lineup, and it kicked ass. So, I like Chris Paul tonight. I think he might be a little bit chalky, but I really like him. I don't think his price is where it probably should be. I will probably have a lot of Chris Paul tonight. Kyrie's totally fine. Ivy's fine, though. I do prefer Cade Cunningham tonight. Halliburton is just priced too cheap for his upside. I really like Holly tonight. His upside is insane. Saw it against Dallas, 55 fantasy points. Really like Halliburton. Kobe White's okay. Don't mind him. Pritch is just okay. Most of these guys through this range we're getting to now are just kind of okay. I'm just kind of glancing through. This is my first time looking at the Line Star thing in a couple hours. Yet again, we're using their projections tonight because of everything I had going on. I like Hero again tonight. I think he can make for a low on stud. Give him a little boost there. Curry's going to have no minute restrictions tonight, so he's totally fine. Giddey should be good to go. Yeah, he's suiting up. Oh, for Monday. What? But I think Giddey's fine tonight. I like Giddey. Harden's price getting a little up there, where it was at the beginning of the season. But he's shown he has the upside. Davion Mitchell, I think he's interesting tonight. He's really stepped up his play, and I think he can shatter this price if he continues to roll the way he has been. I think Ja offers a lot of upside tonight as well. Don't mind Ja. LaMelo Ball seems to be a clear GTD game time decision. Let me pull up Twitter here and see if there's any updates on him. Uh, 34 seconds ago, they said he is going to be playing. Awesome. Love that. So, LaMelo is in. I like that a lot. I'm not saying I'm going to play him. Kind of a tough matchup, but Ball always has the upside. I don't mind him. Nimhard, we did get word, is playing. Don't like that. Cade Cunningham, we talked about. I really like his upside tonight. I'm going to have plenty of him. Scary Terry, no thank you. Keon Ellis, no thank you. Alvarado, I'm not sure if he plays or not. I haven't seen anything on him. He's a true GTD. Willie Green said Jose tweaked his ankle and shoot around. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and take Jose out. And I might have some interest in his backup. Let's look at them. I know it's a tough matchup, but Jalen Noel, if he starts, could be interesting. But it'll probably be Hawkins, right? Or maybe Boston. Boston done great yesterday. I like Boston today. Call me crazy. I think Boston gets some minutes today. I don't think Jose plays. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled program. Kind of seeing some behind the scenes stuff since I'm late today. Getting some more tweets in about players. It just come across Zion, Hawkins, and Alvarado are all game time decisions. Alright, let's keep moving. Where were we? Drew Holiday's just okay. I'd much prefer to have White or Tatum. SGA always got the ceiling. Totally fine with him. Chris Dunn's okay. Trey should play. And, it's a solid matchup. Great player. Don't mind Trey today. Giving him some projection boost here. Tyus Jones, I think he's priced where he needs to be. He's just okay. Yeah, like this commenter said, Amen Thompson looks really good if Dylan Brooks is out or Tari Eason. So, might give him a boost if we get news that they're out. We probably won't get that news, though. Moving down the line here, nothing else below them I would really even consider, to be honest with you. Trey Mann, no, because I believe they're got all their guys full go. Yeah, there's just nothing here I care about. I'm just trying to sift through this, but there's nothing here that hops off the screen for me. Just taking all these guys out of my player pool so I don't get them. Let's move over to the 2. Brandon Boston, like I said, I'm taking a stand that Jose Alvarado doesn't play after reading this news. And if he doesn't, then I'm pretty interested. Coach Willie Green says that they're all going to warm up beforehand. I mean, that's a late game. So, anyway, Klay Thompson, fine. Mikal Bridges, fine. Had a down game against Houston, but other than that, he's been rock solid. Mathurin, if starting, is totally fine. Kevin Huerter's supposed to play tonight. I'm not enthralled by playing Kevin Huerter. The 2-guard spot just kind of sucks today, to be honest with you. Agbaji, totally fine. Everything here is just kind of okay. I like Grady Dick a lot. Told you yesterday I liked him, and I cored RJ Barrett over him. Wish I didn't, because he dropped 47 fantasy points. Kelly Oubre sucks at basketball. I'll stand by that. Karis LeVert has not been it this year. Brandon Miller, he's 2 games back from injury and just kind of Lou Dort's fine. Malik Monk's Spider's fine. Norman Powell, he's just got a little too pricey for me. Austin Reeves should play. He's totally okay. KCP's horrible. Done well against OKC, but he's just not that good of a basketball player. Paul George, not gonna get the minutes. Sam Merrill starting could be okay value. Not someone I'm excited playing with, but I mean, if he's starting, it's okay. Don't mind it at all. Jordan Hawkins, depending on how this injury news shakes up, could be very interesting. Julian Champagne's totally okay if he's starting, which he should be. Cody Martin's supposed to play. Yeah, and everyone else here is just MME filler, really. That's all they are. Ayo DeSomo, he could be alright if starting. Gonna give him a slight boost. Other than that, there's not a lot here I like, gents. The 2-guard position today just kind of is booty cheeks. Okoro, if he's starting, could be okay. More times than not, he's horrible. Just taking a bunch of these crappers out of my player pool and then moving to small forward spot. You guys got any questions so far? Alright, that's the 3. Your free square of the day is Najee Marshall. Should be starting. He's just too cheap if he's starting. Give me all the Najee Marshall. Like, can't get away from it, really. DeMar DeRozan's just a little bit too cheap for how he's been producing lately. I still don't think he has that huge upside just because of all the mouths to feed on this team. He absolutely can do it. Like, he is the basketball player to do it, but his usage, 26%, sharing the court with DeRozan and, Sabonis, like, it just takes the ball out of his hands. So, don't mind him, but I don't know if he has tournament winning upside tonight. Uh, excuse me, sorry. Jimmy Butler, I've never seen priced this cheap. He's just far too cheap. That's all there is to it. R.J. Barrett, he let me down against Denver, but he still shot the ball a lot. His shot just wasn't falling. Still like R.J. KD's fine. Tobias Harris, I still don't think he's that good. I don't think he has upside to help you take down even in a good matchup. Just give me Cade Cunningham or Jaden Ivey from that team. OG Anunoby has severely disappointed me this year, but his last 2 games, he has been rock solid. So if you want to ride that wave, I think he's totally fine. Jalen Williams, totally fine. Jalen Johnson, I would really like him if Trey was out tonight, but I think Trey plays, but he's still fine. Franz Wagner, he really hasn't produced how I thought he would with Paolo being out. I still don't mind him, but I would much prefer somebody with more upside. Harrison Barnes been playing pretty well lately. He's just an okay filler. Jason Tatum's my guy tonight. I really like Tatum. You guys know Steve Kerr, coach of the Team USA, had Tatum on the bench. I think Tatum goes off tonight. Shows him why he should have been on the floor. I'm going to have a ton of Tatum tonight. Keegan Murray's fine. Brandon Ingram's having to do everything for this Pelicans team. Don't mind him. Don't like the matchup, but if Zion sets, I really like him. Josh Hart's been just kind of consistent, Mr. Consistency. I'm okay with him. Tari Eason, I'm not sure if he plays in this game or not. Even if he does, I'm not sure that I want him. Zach LaVine should play. I think he's going to play. Still not that excited about it. LaRavia has burnt me so many times. Keldon Johnson is a shell of his former self. Don't play Royce O'Neal. I know he's had some great games, but you can't count on this and Royce O'Neal. Manually bring him down. Talked about most of these guys so far. I think Michael Porter looks good today. Don't mind him. Miles Bridges is just a shell of his former self. He really burnt me on last night's slate. Jalen Wells, if he's starting, he's a fine filler. His price is a little elevated, though. Batum, I think, is 87 years old. Cumbucket's just okay. And most of these guys down through here are just going to be MME filler. That's really what they are. You guys got any questions so far, let me know. Tristan Da Silva starting could make for an interesting case, but he started the last 2 games and really has done nothing with them. Wiggins, totally fine. David Roddy, he's questionable. We don't really know if he's playing. Same with Rui. But most of these guys I just don't want, even in MME. Let's move over to Power Forward where we got our second free square of the night. Peyton Watson. Clear. Oh, yeah, his price really changed that. The clear chalk of the night's Peyton Watson and Najee Marshall. But I think they're good chalk. I think they're chalk you're going to have to eat, and I'm going to be playing both of them pretty much 100% tonight. Leading to your question, it's Peyton Watson. Should be starting. Started last game pretty much. I mean, Aaron Gordon started, but he was hurt almost immediately in that game. And you get Peyton Watson at 31 minutes. It gave you 32 fantasy points, completely unowned. Got to breeze through these now, gents. It's time to drop the core. LeBron looks great tonight. Don't mind LeBron at all. Sabonis is totally fine. Great matchup. Santi Aldama is always in play for me. Yeah, he has some stinkers, but he also has some really good ones. I think Mobley is a little. I mean, his price is where it should be. Him and Jared Allen, it's always a dice roll on which one is going to be having the better game. I prefer Jared Allen tonight, but either one of them could dominate. Both of these guys are really good. Jaren Jackson finally starting to get his full run. Don't mind him at all tonight. Isaiah Stewart's just kind of Great matchup, though. AD is questionable. I have seen nothing on if he's going to play or not. Let me check if we got any updates. No, we got the Hornets starting lineup. Ball, Miller, Green, Bridges, and Taj Gibson. I don't care how many times he goes off for 78 fantasy points. He will not be rostered. Victor Wemby. Oh, he just killed us. He's killed us this year, hasn't he? Pistons starting Cunningham, Ivy, Hardaway, Harris, Duran. That's kind of what we knew. At the power forward spot, honestly, for me, it's going to be Peyton Watson, Jason Tatum, Jared Allen, and then maybe just a random cheap guy. I'm not overthinking it today. Moving over to center, Sengun's my guy. He looks great today. Taking on San Antonio. Last time we faced him, only got 22 minutes for some reason. I don't know why, but I really like the matchup for Sengun today. I'm going to have a lot of him. He's priced down as well. Bam Adebayo looks good too. He has been dominating the last two games. Don't mind him at all. Daniel Gafford looks great. Should get plenty of run tonight. Lively's out, so I mean, you got to give a boost to Gafford here. I like him quite a bit. Al Horford's totally fine. He's been playing pretty well against Atlanta. Only 22 minutes and 32 fantasy points. That's a risk you're going to take with Al Horford this year, though, as you never know how many minutes he's going to play. Goga's back. I love Goga. Just as a player in general. I will have quite a bit of Goga tonight as well. If I had to guess, my top three centers would be, in order, would be Gafford, Goga, Sengun. Joker's always got the upside. Miles Turner's pretty cheap for his upside as well. I like Turner quite a bit. Going down the line, just kind of checking. Podol's always got the upside as well. Vooch is totally fine. Not sure if AD plays. Edie's got the upside when he plays. Roy Hachimura has been ruled out. Anthony Davis has been ruled out. So, with AD out, I like LeBron a lot more. LeBron might be core for me, honestly. That's a lot of usage that goes straight to LeBron. But the rest of these guys below 80, pretty much MME filler. Nobody I'm in love with, really. So, Rui and AD are out. That is two starters we have lost from the Lakers. So, we can look for some value from them. In my opinion, I think they might run small. I could totally be wrong, though. How many minutes Taj Gibson getting? Yeah, not many starting. I think they go D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron. Do you think they start Dalton? This is going to be interesting. This is where we're going to want to get our value now, boys. I would love to have a starting lineup from them, but we won't get it from before lock. Uh, hmm. Who do they start? Cam Reddish? You guys think it's Cam Reddish? Maybe Max Christie? Ooh. It's going to be interesting. Jackson Hayes at the center, possibly. Alright, let's go with the core. Go ahead and get it put out. I'm going to post it in the Discord. Yeah, it's probably Hayes. Like, they're probably going to start Hayes at the 5, but Hayes is probably going to get into foul trouble relatively quickly. I didn't realize they were down to so few bodies. They'll start LeBron at the 4, D'Lo and Reeves at the 1 and 2, and I guess Dalton at the 3. And then that leaves them 3 guys on the bench. Ugh. Hayes becomes interesting. He can get Edey into foul trouble, or Edey could get him into foul trouble. Definitely interesting matchup there. But I'm going to be posting the core in the Discord right now, gents. I forgot one. And Peyton Watson will be the last one in the core, gents. Alright, that is posted in the Discord. So, let's try to run a line with it. It's going to be Paul, Watson, Marshall, Tatum, and LeBron. Is Julian Strawther starting over Watson? Surely not. I think Strawther's still a good play today. I know you like him 8. And I feel good about Bam. I'm probably just going to be playing cheaper guys at center today. Gafford and Goga, more than likely. But Bam's totally fine. He's pulling no ownership, only 2%. Alright, let's run that core and see what we get. Alright, it's giving us some Brunson, some Sengun. We get Halliburton in this one with Brandon Boston. Boston's kind of a punt right now. I don't think Jose Alvarado plays, and I think Brandon Boston gets plenty of minutes in this game. He's shown he can ball. I'm totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. Especially this one. I mean, look, you get Brunson, you get Halliburton, you get LeBron, you get Tatum, you get Gafford that's going to play increased minutes today. Like, I'm liking this. And, like, if you look at number 4, 8, you get Grady Dick, who has a huge upside. I know you like Stephen Castle. You get him, and then you get Bam as well. Very low owned lineup right there. That's pretty a solid one. That is a solid one. Let me know what questions you gentlemen have, and I will try to answer them the best I can for you. I'm just, I got FanDuel open in the background trying to do my lineups. I'm looking over here at the screen. Any questions you gentlemen have, hit me with them. I would love to help you best I can. Watson and Stroud, I think it's totally fine. Just like I'm okay running Gafford and Najee Marshall in the same line tonight, I'm okay with Strother and Watson. If it come out that one of them was starting and the other one wasn't, I'm still okay playing both because that team is down like pretty much whoever starts and whoever's backing up, they're gonna almost split those minutes. Russell's probable. We haven't got confirmed news yet, but he should be. Like, it's a pretty tight rotation here. Watson's expected to start, but pretty much the industry thinks Strother's still going to play solid minutes. Boston's ownership right now is nothing. This is just me projecting him personally for having more minutes. From what I've read on Twitter, Jose Alvarado went through shoot-around this morning, tweaked his ankle, said he's going to try to go through shoot-around before the game. But I don't think he plays. If you tweak your ankle in basketball, that's like you're done for that night for sure. But he's pulling like 1% ownership right now. I manually boosted him to 23.96 fantasy points. The industry has him at 17.67 right now. Guys, make sure you join the Discord. It is below the video in the description. Noel could get more playing time, for sure. But I just think that Boston is the better basketball player altogether. And Noel's played in 2 games this year. 4 minutes in one game where he done literally nothing. And then last game, he played 23 minutes. But he still only put up 17 fantasy points. Now, I will say he shot 4 for 13. He's an NBA player. He's not always going to shoot 4 for 13. So, definitely has upside if he is starting. But I think Boston is their hot hand who they really like right now. I think they're figuring out, hey, we got something in this kid. Dropped 37 fantasy points against Portland. Kind of done it all, too, on the stat sheet. Getting steals, a block, 4 assists, grabbing boards, shooting the ball very efficiently. But it's really a toss-up. I prefer Boston, but I think either one of those guys are locks if Alvarado is out. Let's see here. Christian Coloco expected to see minutes Wednesday. Excuse me? Excuse me. So, how much do you trust JJ Redick? Christian Coloco, who hasn't seen the floor all year, is going to play minutes according to, well, you guys can't see it because of the way I got my screen, but according to JJ Redick, it's on Underdog. Christian Coloco to see minutes. This just seems like a prime LeBron spot, though. I know LeBron is like 40-something years old, but he's still him. Thoughts on LaMelo and ownership? So, I don't mind LaMelo because he's always got that upside, right? Where are you, LaMelo? He's pulling 3% ownership, and I'm always happy to take a stud that can pop off at 3% ownership. But at his price, he's only met value twice this year. Once against Houston, once against Boston. The Pistons rank first in the NBA against the point guard position. I'm okay running him, but you got to understand when you do that you're taking a risk because he's playing the number one defense against point guards. And that's a large chunk of salary to be taking on the number one defense against that position. But, I mean, he's one, in my opinion, maybe I fanboy a little bit, but I think he's one of the best point guards in the game. So that's really a decision you got to make on your own, but, you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But if he fails, your entire roster fails. You know. I want to run something here. See what that gives me, what that spits out. My opinion, Ja. I think Ja has a higher ceiling tonight. Where did you go, FanDuel? Well, Luka has the highest upside. Pretty much anybody on the slate, other than maybe Joker, Tatum, LeBron. But it's really how you're building your lineup. Between Ball, Luka, and Ja, I would probably prefer Ja because Ja is pulling 5% ownership. He's the cheapest of the three, and I think he has a great game environment tonight. I think this is going to be a very fast-paced, competitive matchup. Ja, and if you want to compare what I think is one of the most important stats, Ja has a 32.61 usage rate. Ball has a 37% usage rate. And this year, Luka has a 34% usage rate. So Ja has the lowest of the guys. I'm not on SGA tonight. He's been pretty down lately. I mean, but he's one of those guys I'm never going to tell you not to play him because he is a bona fide superstar. But he hasn't met value in 4 straight games. And he did pop off for 79 fantasy points, but that was against Atlanta. The Nuggets' defense are horrible, but they are 6th against point guards. They're mainly getting shattered by forwards. All right, Reeves is in, D'Lo's in, Derek Lively's out. Kind of all the stuff we knew already, really. I've got to get my lineups in like now. I'm way behind. Yeah, he will affect Max's usage for sure, but I don't expect him to be playing very many minutes. I would say 25 max for Paul. I think all the Lakers look good. Whatever Laker you want to play play them. Um, like they all look fantastic. Play them. D'Lo. I mean LeBron number one. He's in the core, right? LeBron's number one. After him, it would be D'Lo, and then it would be Russell. Or sorry, D'Lo, Reeves, and then Jackson Hayes. My brain's just scatterbrained today. Any questions, fellas? Najee Marshall will start for injured PJ Washington Wednesday, most likely, per Jason Kidd. So, what we expected. I know it's really late, but if you guys are playing on DK, my DK core is Najee Marshall, Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and D'Lo. Any questions, hit me with them. Anything at all, gents. Three minutes till lock. If you have no questions, I'm going to pop on up out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to join the Discord, linked in the description down below. Make sure you like the video, sub. We do these videos almost daily. I'm a one-man show, but I try to get them out as every day I can. But I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you later.